didn't give up ownership.
We didn't give anyone ownership or voting control or anything like that. Because we also believe in efficiency. I think that having myself as the sole owner, director, and product manager for this extensive period of time in the company's development allowed us to move faster.
How could you be the only product manager? You still the only product manager in the company?
Exactly. I still come up with most of the features, work directly with every engineer, every designer who is implementing these features.
How big is your HR department?
Zero. Well, you could say it's me and
No, you need a big HR department. You don't think? You don't suffer without one?
We, in a way, decentralized that. We started a platform where we host contests for engineers. It's actually contest.com. We have this separate platform for that, and we select the best of the best engineers as a result of the competitions that we organize. After a series of these competitions, we select the best of the best of the best, and they then maybe can join our team, which is just about 30 engineers. This is how we operate. We don't need HR department to find super talented engineers.
Sure. Very, very contentious. Very contentious. If you read any of John Kotter's work, he talks a little bit about this, how to build fast-moving, agile organizations. And so I'd highly recommend anybody watching this, just go and read John Kotter's work. He's got an incredible book. I remember I read it circa 2017. I was doing an elective in Boston, and the lecturer recommended it. The book is called Accelerate. And it's a really, really good read. It talks a little bit about kind of like the principles of this, which is building a highly networked, flat organization. Admittedly, I think that there's certain businesses that can do this. I think if you run, a technology business, you can do this. But I can't see a food manufacturing business do this, for instance. I think, there's just too many things to consider. Health and safety, logistics, manufacturing, warehousing. I think there are way too many other issues to consider. So one of the things I always say to entrepreneurs is there is no such thing as a universal truth. All truths are dependent on the context and the time. And for any of you who are looking at stuff like this, I think it's great advice given the context of the environment you're in and the time. And I'll end with this. As I understand it, the Telegram founder was arrested very recently. For those of you who don't know, he's one of the few people who actually, I think, has a citizenship in the UAE. But he was arrested very recently on a trip to Germany or a trip to France. Now, what that actually means is if what he's saying here is true, and I have no reason to believe it's not, that he's the owner, the product manager, and the ultimate decision maker, then what happens to the business when he's gone? It's a serious business continuity problem and something for you to think about. So I've had enough of my own experiences to know that you never say something is wrong or you never say something's not going to work. You just have to understand that everything operates within a context and a time. And I think given the context of the environment he operates in, high levels of distrust, huge amounts of lawfare and intelligence agencies trying to infiltrate your organization, he has to be distrusting, he has to keep a small team, and he probably has to decentralize a lot of the mechanisms where power should sit, but then centralize the decision-making of those mechanisms. That to me makes sense. I just wouldn't do it with my business, and I'd be careful for any of you here who think that this is like the new universal truths of how to scale a business. Everything exists within a context and a time. Make sure that you do something that works for yours.